Hello, everybody. You're very welcome to the Community Enterprise Training Programme, which is being organised with TOOS and the partners as part of the ComEnt project. This recording is being done to share the learning we have from the experience of doing the case studies and the research so far, and also to capture your learning next period of time. This project is being coordinated by TOOS, which is the Technological University of the Shannon. My name is Bridget Kerwin, and my colleague Shane O'Sullivan is the coordinator of the project. Together with all our partners in ComEnt, we have created the content of this programme for you. The learning objective of this session is that by the time we're finished, that all of you and all of us together will be clear as to the operations of the course and the requirements to successfully complete this module. What we are going to cover in the next little while is a welcome to the course, which I've just said and which I reiterate. We're going to give everybody an opportunity to introduce each other, the people who will be teaching and whose content is being prepared for you, as well as for you, the participants, so we get to know each other, because so much of the learning is about the sharing we have with other about our experiences of community enterprise in whatever context we find. Then we'll be looking at an introduction to the ComEnt project itself, explaining a little bit more about registrations, ensuring everybody's clear about that, looking at the course requirements in terms of how we will be delivering the content, the assessments, and the deadlines. That's our next step along this project. Then next up, then we will be looking at the partners. So who are the partners and where do they come from? So this ComEnt project, its goal is about fostering innovation in community-led enterprise development. We have us, which are our first partners in Ireland. Then we have partners in Germany, Italy, Bulgaria, Romania, and Austria. And we really look forward to sharing all the learning with you. What is community enterprise? And over the next couple of weeks, we'll be exploring this in more detail, looking at what exactly we mean. One definition for starting out with is that it's about a business organization, a community enterprise that's owned and managed by the community, which is a critical aspect of it, and whose mission and goals and vision is centered on serving individuals, generally from a defined geographical area and particularly marginalized groups. And it makes community enterprise a distinct group within the wider social enterprise sector. So sometimes people will be more familiar with social enterprise itself, and we're seeing community enterprise as a subset of that. So what have we been doing before we've arrived at today? So the community enterprise project and ComEnt, in other words, the project itself has been about creating some additional knowledge by conducting research within each of the countries, looking at how community enterprise is structured and organized in each of the countries, how they were set up, what areas they're focusing in on. And we're going to share those case studies with you. And those case studies have helped us to work together to review the learning from each of these experiences and to create a common set of guidelines, I suppose, for community enterprise across all the countries. Then we have credited the content of this program, which, as I said, is being prepared by all the participants on the program, all the members of the community of ComEnt. And we are today beginning the delivery of the program in September 23. The program itself, just in terms of the two elements of it that are really important. This first element is the community enterprise development, the theory and skills piece of it. So that's one element of the program. And the second element of the program is community enterprise development in practice. And that's another module. So there are two together make up the whole program. What we're trying to do, or what we've aimed to do, is that this theory part of it and the skills part of it will be supported by the experience you might get while you're out doing your practice piece, either with the organization which you currently work or one that you're familiar with. So we'll have a theory part and a practice part. So how actually will this program work? So each week there will be what we call an asynchronous 1 hour content piece of it. That means it's a piece that you can look at or read over or review in your own time each week. So this is 1 hour content that's been prepared each week by a different partner from all the partners in the ComEnt project. And there will be some video content, there'll be some reading as part of that. And the idea is that that will be shared on Friday each week. And then by Thursday of the following week, which will be the face-to-face element of it, you will be getting an opportunity to discuss and to share and to explore this content together with the other partners. And we see this part of it as being really important to the learning and the understanding, because we recognize that each country has its own unique context within which community enterprise works. And then we'll mention the dreaded word assessment, and I say a little bit more about it in just a few minutes. The idea with this is that there will be a short weekly assessment that you will do in your own time, and that will be completed each week, and that will add up to 50% of the content for the module. So the delivery for the content for this program or this material is through Moodle, which you have accessed already. And this lecture will be one of the recordings that will be there for you to access afterwards. So each week when you log into Moodle, there'll be a sheet like this, which is essentially the instructions for what you need to do this week. It'll have an element of um, the goal overall, the learning objective, the specific instructions as what you need to do, any support material that you might have to look at, or that will be provided as additional material, which you don't have to look at, but you might look over because it could be helpful for you. And then any guidance there will be around assessment. And each week then that instruction will be your guidance for what needs to get done. So far you have completed registration, and we will be guiding you to the introductory forum, which was the goal of that introductory forum is to help share a little piece of the information of who you are together, and it'll be done live as this recording is to support that. So you have attended the first session, which is conducted live on Teams. Then watch the introductory video, and we're going to explain a little bit about how to do MCQs and as I said, this recording will be there afterwards to support your learning. And each week the PowerPoints will also be available on the Moodle page so that you can look back over those. So this is Moodle that we've been referring to. You are already in the Moodle page. You should have full access to it, and in practice then we'll have demonstrated how that works. Then the second part of it are these four, you can see them in Moodle, they look like little chat boxes. And you can, this will be one of our assessments, essentially, where we'll be asking you to share some knowledge or insight on some of your readings or on the experience within your country. The second assessment we'll be using is what we call MCQs, or multiple choice questionnaires. And in some cases, each week, not every week, but in some of the weeks, there will be an MCQ set up to ask you to answer, like, what do you think are the key characteristics, for example, of community enterprises? And there might be 3 or 4 options given, and you choose the one that you think is most appropriate. And so the assessment then is based on 2 elements for this module. One is that each week there'll be 5% allocated to the weekly assessment that I just referred to, and the other 50% will be allocated to an assignment, which is based on choosing one of the options below. You either write a business proposal for a new community enterprise which you're looking at or interested in exploring, or you write a review on the existing community enterprise if you're currently involved with that. So the assessment is basically you have 50% banked from the continuous assessment and 50% for this assignment. And for the practical module, you will be asked to basically document your learning under a number of different headings to demonstrate your learning while you've been out on placement. So we trust that everything will run smoothly, but if you do run into difficulties, then we have a technical support, and that's their content or their email. And the idea is that you can contact them if you have any difficulties in terms of the technical side of accessing the Moodle page or accessing forum or anything like that. And then the contact person for the program is Shane O'Sullivan at TUS.ie. And in addition, like my name, as I said, Bridget Kerwin, and then we have colleagues and support people from each of the partners as well, because it may be easier to access or find the support directly from them, in which case we will put all those contact details on the Moodle page so that you know who it is that you need to contact if you need a little bit more support. So our goal in terms of completion is we've started now in September 23. All of the content and all of the assessments and all of the piece of work will need to be done by December 23. We'll have exam boards in January 24, and then the final results for this module will be in mid-January 2024. But I guess our overall goal is that we will have moved forward the whole area of community enterprise in your particular country and your knowledge about it in the next while. So we look forward to working with you over the next 15 weeks in total on these modules, and we look forward to you sharing all your learning and your experience, as well as us sharing some of the knowledge that we have as well. So thank you very much.